let's start the show with this for a minute. Why don't we start the show with baseball just for a few minutes? We'll then get into the football. Kyle, your Red Sox will be playing my Tampa Bay Rays. This should be a fun series.
Yeah, and it's like all of a sudden, when we really need them to work out, our bullpen pitches pretty well, or very well in that game. Brazier gave up the big hit, but it's just like the bullpen played pretty well. Nathan Eovaldi was lights out, had one of his best starts of his Red Sox career. Who's the other guys? Xander Bogaerts, who had been basically silent all of September, comes up with the big hits. I think the biggest takeaway from this was that it was a blessing in disguise that JD Martinez was hurt.
Wow, why do you say that?
Because Kyle Schwarber moves into the DH spot. If Kyle Schwarber's at DH, Kike Hernandez isn't in center field to make that play at the plate. It's probably Hunter Renfroe out there and Schwarber in the outfield. And so we're better defensively with Schwarber at DH, and Schwarber's a better hitter than JD Martinez right now. So I think it's a blessing in disguise that he was hurt, because that play probably doesn't happen at the plate, and who knows how the game turns out without Hernandez out there.
Interesting. Also, did you think that home run was out, or that ball was out in both of those two Stanton long singles?
The thing is with the first one is like it seemed like it didn't really hit the wall that high. The camera just played it. The camera played it more terribly than like anything else. The camera was acting like it was going to go into the parking garage across the street. Right. And it just like it seemed like it hit like mid high on the wall. Like people were saying that was a home run. I don't know what the numbers were for it, but it seemed like that it didn't seem like it was going to be a home run. It just looked like because I thought the second one was an absolute missile.
Yeah, I think the first one hit off the end of his bat. I think that's why it kind of because that's usually when that happens. That's how it worked. Yeah, I thought they were both gone. I mean, the Yankees commentator calling it a home run throughout. Incredible stuff there. Listen, as a Rays fan, I was just happy one of you guys were going to lose. Now it should be a fun series with us, and I actually have tickets to all three of the ALDS games, so I'm hopeful I only have to go to two of them, and for a good reason.
Yeah, I mean the Rays are a fantastic team. They're lights out way better right now. They're an incredible baseball team that just does everything really well. And it doesn't matter who's in the lineup, they're going to figure things out. They basically traded their closer and their like star pitcher at one point and got even better. So it's just like, there's not really any weakness to this team at all. So I think it's going to be a really interesting series. We just basically got to hit the ball hard. And then, yeah, I mean, I do think this is the one thing I've noticed, especially about myself, and I think a lot of Boston sports fans think this way, is that it doesn't matter what the state of sports are in the world. Like the Patriots could be winning Super Bowls for, 6 Super Bowls in 20 years. The Celtics could be title contenders. The Bruins can be Stanley Cup contenders. Nothing will beat the satisfaction of the Red Sox beating the Yankees. Baseball could be absolutely dead, and we'll still be talking about the Red Sox beating the Yankees this century. So I think that's still, there's a lot of talk about all this different thing in baseball dying. That's the best rivalry in sports still, just because of the hatred.
Yeah, I agree. And the Yankees stink. I mean, the Yankees are not a good. They were lucky to be here.
Yeah, a lousy $1 billion franchise. So that's okay.
Yeah.